Several people had asked me about using the paste, the gel colors like these right here, which is Wilton. Oh, I'm trying to get it right, sorry. It's the Wilton gel basically, and this one is actually pretty old and it's kind of sticky actually because I don't really use it that much. But anyway, I tried it with just water. Put some of it on the plate, put some of the paste or the gel, put some water just like I did on the one I did with the poppy. I mix in some water, but there again, you don't use a huge amount of the color. You just put water in it and use it that way. You don't have to use a lot of the color. I think that may be one of the issues. And see here, I just did this right here with just that. Another thing I was going to mention that I did not say in the video before, where I did the red poppy, was that when I do my fondant, I do not ever use any shortening, Crisco, or anything. I don't use it. That way my fondant does not have any grease on it, because if it does, this color is not going to do very well. It's not going to absorb it, because actually once you get your color on there, which this is, I just did this a minute ago, so it's not completely dry, but you actually can wipe your fingers over it and it does not smear. So a lot of people who use the recipe for the marshmallow fondant, which it does call to use Crisco or some kind of shortening when you're rolling it out, I don't ever do that, because it's going to leave like greasiness on the fondant, and obviously any kind of color with water will not stick to it, so you don't want to even use that. I just use a lot of powdered sugar to try to get it to where it's not sticky. I'm going to just show you real quick how I do it. I took this paste just like I showed, which is actually old, put some water in it just like I did on the airbrush color that I used on the other video, and then I just go ahead and just make a circle. I'm just trying to give an example here. And you just do like that. I don't have much color at all on this brush. I think that may be the problem with some people's results, is that you might be trying to use too much color, especially if you have it on a piece of fondant that has the Crisco or something on it. You just don't need that much color. This right here is some of the straight gel color. I'm just putting on here to make a little shadow on this one side here. So really, I think the thing that everybody needs to try to do is just don't use too much color. Just use a little bit of color and try to make it go further, because it will work. It will work, but you have got to use a small amount of color. As you can see, that really looks pretty much like the way the other airbrush colors worked. I did not use any alcohol. All I used was regular water with the paste color, and there's the paste here. Just dip the brush in, rub it around, and it becomes watery, just like watercolor and just like the airbrush color I was using on the other cake. So basically that is perfect. If you only have the gel color, then you can just mix some water with it and it'll probably work exactly the same. As you can see here, it does pretty well. I'm rubbing my fingers over this one here, and it is dry and it is not smearing. So I think that the paste colors, the gel, will work just as well as the airbrush colors. So you can give that a try, and let me know if you have any questions about it. I'll try to answer them as best I can.